welcome back to our 2-minute Devos. We're in day 36 of our 40 days of prayer here at Kalamazoo First Assembly. And if you look in your prayer journals, we're in Psalms 19. And now every time I read Psalm 19, I am drawn to verse 14. And believe me, I tried this time, but the reality is I keep going back to verse 14 because it constantly just challenges me. It rocks me to the core because it deals with two areas that are so hard to get control of. Listen to the verse. It says, "May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer." The two areas it mentions is the heart and the mouth. Now, of course, we've taught before that whenever the psalmist mentions the word heart, culturally, he's really talking about the mind. So he's saying, listen, I want everything that comes out of my mouth and everything that's conjured in my mind, I want it to be pleasing to God. And that sometimes just makes me just shudder because of the thoughts that come into my mind and the things that fly out of my mouth, because I will admit that everything that comes in my mind and out of my mouth is not always pleasing to God. And sometimes we can just take that for granted and we say, oh, well, it's just who we are. But can we stop writing ourselves the free pass for that? And can we actually allow God to do an amazing work in? And it cannot be done by you. In fact, the psalmist admits it can't be done by him, which is why he mentions this last part. He says, I want these things to be pleasing to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. He recognizes that the foundation for the mind and the mouth cannot be us. It has to be God, who is our rock and our redeemer. So would you spend some time today in your prayer time? Just stop, pause, and think, God, how can I utilize my mouth and my mind to be pleasing to you? And if there's some part of me, the way that I talk and the way that I think, if it's not pleasing, God, shape it. Remove some things. Help me, guide me, convict me, and redeem it so that whatever comes out of the mouth and mind can be used to please the heart of God. That's all I've got to say today. Stop, pause, and think about your mouth and your mind, and we'll see you tomorrow as we continue through our series.